What is going on? YouTube, shout out to the Kofi gang. Welcome back to the most anticipated interview out there. Shout out to you guys, man. Yo, you guys, do you have the live stream? Oh, yo, you guys, do you have the live stream? I think you need to mute the live stream.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. So you can see the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to let's do some housework. Shout out to F's Art. Shout out to Marcelo Bass. The usual suspects are in. Shout out to Veronica Troll, Christina Kyle. These are from the Kofi gang. Shout out to Claire. Oh, shout out to Claire Hip. Claire Hip is in the house. Scott Laholic, Irish Short, Bobby. Oh man, yo, you guys came in early. Amy Tucker, Loganis, Gavin Master, Fernie, Oh, you know him, yeah. Michael Tatalius. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys for being here. Anyway, without much ado, let us get to the game. Mr. Tomi P, shout out to you. How are you doing, brother?
Thank you so much. Well, I'm doing pretty damn good right now. What about you, man?
I'm feeling great. I finished work about 30 minutes ago. So about 30 minutes ago. So I've refreshed. I've done everything I need to do. So I'm feeling really good. Plus it's the weekend. So hey, I mean, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, man.
Straight out of work and right into work.
Exactly. So this is like the fun part of work, the work that I actually look forward to do, right? You know.
yeah, totally know what you mean.
exactly, bro. So yeah, bro. Let's get to it, man. Who is Tomi Pizzer? Do I have your name? Do I have your surname right? So it's Pizzer, right? It's Pizzer, right?
Yeah. Oh well, in an English kind of way.
Right.
Check you spell it Pizzer.
Yeah. So English, we've ruined it. We just ruined your name. We call it Pizzer,
I'm used
right?
to it.
So it's Pizzer, right? Pizzer. Right.
Kind of.
Oh, okay. So tell us about you, because I discovered you from my first video that I did of you. I reacted to you was Sound of Silence. That was my first introduction to who you were. So I was like, who is this guy? Because I already knew Jeff Castellucci, the signature bass legends out there, right? The signature bass legends out there. And I never knew that for some reason, I never thought that our generation would have bass giants like we have seen, right? I never thought that would happen. I thought that after Tim Fowles, Jeff, after Tim Storms, and all these acapella company, the gospel acapella bass legends, after they all gone, because they were all old guys, right? They were old guys. So after they're all gone, I'm like, who's gonna replace these guys? And then I discovered you, and then I discovered the bass singing nation, and then I learned what a subharmonic was, and I was like, what? Wait, what is this? I was hella impressed. So I'm gonna stop talking now, because I when I get into it, it's just so amazing. But anyway, who is Tomi Pizzer? Tell us about yourself. How you started, an overview basically. An overview of who you are, and then we can get into the meat of the bones after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a 22-year-old guy from Czech Republic, which is in Central Europe.
Oh, you're 22?
And what?
You're 22?
Yeah, I'm 22.
That's cool. That is so cool.
I'm younger than a lot of people expect from the videos and from the voice, but I'm just 22. And when I started with music, you could say that I was singing when I was little, like with my parents and family around the bonfire, the classic with guitars.
Right. Oh, right. Okay.
And because my mom has like a really big talent for singing, she never put it into practice, but she knows how to sing really well.
Right.
And then I was singing with them, and then I went through puberty, which ruined my voice. And the phase in men's life when you just go, I don't know what's happening. And yeah. So I was like, no. I'm singing.
Nah. The subharmonics were trying to climb out. The subharmonics were climbing out. So, and you were like, nah.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
I need my sweet tenor voice. Oh
Yeah,
man.
so like there was the point in my life, like for 2 years, I was just like not singing at all. I thought it
Wow.
sounded like crap, and then like when I was 16 or something, my mom just heard me talk, and she's like, you have a pretty deep voice. Would you like to come to the choir with me? Because she was singing in a choir
Is this
in
church?
our small town. It wasn't a church choir. It was like a music school for like children. The
Right.
the staff and people from our town formed a mixed choir.
Okay.
And she was like, we have like a pretty lack of bases, so if you want to join. And I was like, why the hell not?
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
yeah, I was already by the time listening to a little bit of pentatonic, so I was like, it's a little bit close. Why not try it? So I went there, and a lot of the guys, like 30, 40-year-old guys that were singing the bass in the choir, were telling me like, dude, you have a pretty deep voice. I was like, really? Like,
Yeah, man.
I don't think so, but thank you.
Yeah, because deep voices are known to come with age, isn't it? It is known. That's the usually the biology that we've understood to forever. And so whenever we see the young the young guys coming like at the age of 16 sounding like someone's grandfather, you're like, yo, what? Who are you? You're like a reincarnation of someone's dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's that tells with a surprise as well when a lot of people.
It's not that big of a factor.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to know. I mean, the age. It gets your voice like rougher and more round,
Mm-hmm.
but the range and the deepness of the voice
Mm-hmm.
is kind of determined from the genetics that you have. And
Right.
it will get lower in time,
Yeah.
and but not that lower.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a tenor
Right.
voice around your 20s, you're not gonna be a bass around your 50s.
Exactly. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna get to the anatomy of the voice and everything later in the chat. So that's a pretty cool topic actually.
Yeah,
But
it is.
let's stick to the beginning of Tomi. You talked about family and your parents. Was it your mother just singing and everyone else was not musical, or was it?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
my mom was singing. She's pretty like musically oriented, and also both of my cousins.
Okay.
But my dad and my grandparents, except my grandfather, who passed away this year.
Oh, sorry about that.
He was, thank you. He was really musically oriented. He played like on saxophone. So like the genetics were there, but they never like taught me to follow this path.
Mhm.
I just happened to really like it when I joined the choir,
Mhm.
and I really fell in love with like the acapella style.
Right.
And because like the way my voice is formed, I could actually use it and train it into the state that is in here, and gain some experience with arranging and mixing,
Yes.
and start to do actually like my own music.
Really cool, man. That's quite the journey. So
It took long,
Yeah.
a long time.
of course, man. I mean, you're 22, so it took
Well, 7 years is a long time for me.
it is, man. And you mentioned genetics, and I think that when you're touched with that golden touch from blessed by the gods, so to speak, with that genetic, oh, you are gonna be the one that's gonna lead the bass singing nation to the promised land or whatever,
You ready, guys? We're heading there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that I think it took long for you, but it would take longer for the average guy to get to where you are, or the average guy will probably not get there, right? So I think this is quite a compliment for you, that it's taken long, but then it's taken long in a very good time when you're
That's true.
you've not even hit your prime yet in terms of your biological anatomy, right? You're still on your way there. You're still developing. So that is really cool. Who knows what else is gonna happen in, I don't know, 5 years, you know? so that's the thing.
I'm a little bit scared of it.
It's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much. You can't sing, and it was just too deep. But yeah, bro. So you talked about training your voice and then eventually getting to this stage. Let's talk about your musical background now. When you're practicing. So you started with choral, I would believe.
Actually, my musical background started with learning piano. I started when I was, I think, 6 or 7 years old. I started to learn to play piano, and I trained it for 7 years. And then I kind of like lost interest because I was in that, that 15, 16 age that nothing really matters for you. And then I came back to it, and it really come in handy, especially for the like arranging side of things, because piano is really good training.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad that you came back to it, because learning the piano is one of the things that a lot of people get involved in. I was not part of the lucky class that was forced or was given the piano to learn, right? I was not part of that. I wish I was, though, but I wasn't. But I've seen a lot of people go through the journey of given the massive opportunity to study music in school, have musical classes at home, study piano, study violin, and then they leave it, and then they never come back, and they get to a certain age, and then they start, the regret starts coming in. They start regretting not doing it. So it's really good that you actually went back to it. You actually went back when you when you stopped.
I wanted to quit so many times when I was studying like the piano, but my parents were like, nope. You finished it. I was like, I hate you. Just don't force me. And now I'm so fucking glad that they forced me, because it's so useful.
Yeah, that is very good on them, man. Good on them. Shout out to them. Shout out to the forceful parents out there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, man. So you went from piano to singing, and then singing. So your first singing background is choral.
It's in the choir. Yeah,
it's in the choir. All right. Okay, so you already started at the very young age understanding harmonies and understanding singing in parts already at a very young age. Yes,
it's different from like actual acapella, and it's totally different from like self-made acapella.
You're right,
but you're singing usually 4-part harmony.
Yes,
with couple of other people singing the same voice as you, which helps you in the beginning to tackle this stage fright, because everybody has it in the beginning, and when you stand on a stage with 30 people, it's easier to handle than when you're standing with 5 or alone.
Yes.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I can relate to that as well. When I grew up, my first singing experience was acapella, not choral. So I started singing with, I would say, 4 or 5 people. We were best friends. We were the cool guys of the church, because people in my church didn't know what acapella was. We were the first that heard it from somewhere, and then we were like, oh, let's just do this thing. We were at the age of like 12, and then we were the coolest guys, and we were we were pretty much the coolest guy. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I went from that and then into singing choir, right? And you're right when you say that choral singing is very different to a cappella, because first of all, there is less vulnerability when you're singing with a choir than singing a cappella group, where it's just one person, one part, and it's down to you. Don't screw it up. It's like, if you screw it up, we are we are fucked. It's like need and then so you go from the protection of the choir to just you. So talking about stage fright is it's very good. Say you starting with a choir and then eventually get into a cappella and then eventually get into yourself, right? So you become very confident. It builds that confidence. That is really interesting, man. So I watched a few videos of yours, and I saw that you joined an acapella group. An acapella group. I'm not sure if you're still part of it. That's still down to. I think the last video you guys did was like 4 months ago, which was I don't know, a vlog that you guys do. Every now and then you guys do some vlogs. Is
I think
written.
the last official music video was in November.
All right. Yeah, I think so. Yes. Which was next to you? Was that next to you? Was
Next
that
to me.
Next to me.
Which is this is basically right here. It's Imagine Dragon.
Yeah, just flip it. It's you, me. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Okay. So you guys started off singing some acapella bars, right? Some acapella how do they call it? A tag, right? Acapella tags, right?
Well, yeah, on YouTube, yes.
On YouTube, yes. So tell me a bit about how you discovered them. Was that through going to college or through going to school? Yeah.
It was actually thanks to the school and the choir, because I went to university, to Brno, which is the city that I live in right now.
All right.
And I went to study audio engineering, and because I had to leave the choir in my hometown because I was moving into the city, I wanted to find a new choir because I still wanted the music to be part of my life. I had no idea that I'm going to be doing a cappella, and I found a choir that's called Gaudeamus in Brno, and they took me into their own ranks, and I met a woman in there, Simba, who's now part of our vocal group, and we like really bonded over like this love for a cappella music. And then in college, I met one guy who was
I've lost
part of an a cappella group, stagnating.
The
group was kind of stagnating because their bass guy left the group around the time I actually came to this city. And we wanted to form like our own a cappella group with Simba, and wanted to take him from like that kind of dismantling a cappella group already, But he said like, what about if we like join the forces? We need a bass guy, you're a bass guy, you can like join our group. And I was like, well, if she can join, then I'm in. And so we formed like 5 guys and 1 girl a cappella group that still actually functions today, even after Corona.
Interesting.
Really lucky.
That is really lucky, because a lot of singing groups, a lot of things died when coronavirus started. But that is really cool. So you guys have clearly have a strong relationship now. Looking at the vlogs that you guys do and everything. That's
I don't know how is it possible that like 6 people this out of their mind just formed together, because if you would join one of our rehearsals, it's a crazy show.
You never practice, do you?
And laughing about everything, and I love the people, like they're amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
We will stay together like for
man. There's nothing like acapella groups, man. There's nothing like that, man. Shout out to, do you know King Family React? You should know him.
Man.
Shout out to him. He's in the chat. Shout out to you, Dennis. How you doing? Yeah, man. Nah, he deserves a clap actually. Where's my button? I need to use my buttons, man. Hey. Anyway. Yeah, man. Anyway, that is really cool. Let's talk about, now that we're talking about YouTube, and in context of acapella groups and all of that, you started off by creating compilations of artists. You started off by doing Peter Hollins, right? And you were really into Peter Hollins ages ago, and you went from Peter Hollins to all of these guys to Avi Kaplan, and then you actually started singing. So people actually understood that there is a human being behind all of these things that are being put together by someone, and then like Marcelo Bass, right? Like Marcelo Bass will create these awesome compilations, post it out there, and be like, yeah, that's really cool. Who is that? Like, is that a human being behind that? Exactly. You get what I mean? So it's like, oh, that's a really cool compilation. Who did that though? So you started singing. And then you started singing by doing voiceovers over the songs, right? Yeah. Which was really cool. But one thing that I really enjoyed was "Honey, I'm Good." because
Oh yeah, that.
listen,
Oh
listen. Let me tell you this, because whenever I do the reaction to the bass compilation that you guys do, right, or Marcelo Bass does, and then it gets to the Honey I'm Good, and then it gets to Fishing in the Boondocks, right?
yeah,
I always it tells me what the notes are, but I struggle to hear what the notes are, especially when it comes to Fishing in the Boondocks,
yeah, yeah.
until I listen to your cover. That's when I was like, oh, so that's what Tim did. That's crazy. So I
Yeah,
never really heard it in the original music until you did. That's crazy. What was your main motivation behind actually making people know what you have to give as well, aside the fact that you were idolizing these people by
Mhm.
making compilations of them? What was the motivation behind that?
Yeah. Well, when I first started listening to acapella music, I started with pentatonics. I found the video by, some of you might remember, Alberto Maracheschi, which was like one of the first guys on YouTube that started making vocal range videos.
Okay,
And
okay.
he made a vocal range video about Pentatonics Volume 2 album, which
Ah,
had like a lot of like B flats and A1s from Avi. And when I like heard the video with like cuts just the part where Avi does the "I'm gonna teach you how to love,"
yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that? I was so blown away because up to that point I had actually no idea what Avi was doing in the background, because there was the beatboxing, the vocals,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
with my shitty repro system, I was like, he was like, I was like, what is it?
What is
Like
that?
a second beatboxer or
Mm.
what? And then I played the compilation or the vocal range video, and he was like, "Boo." And I just, my mind
Lost
just
it.
exploded. So I was like, I want to learn more about this. So then
Ah.
I found, thanks to that, I found Peter Hollands, which like blew my mind in the beginning, because
Mm.
that was the first guy that I ever saw that did what pentatonics and home free and voice play, not yet by the
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
They all do something in like a lot of different voice types, and Peter Holland just did all
By
of that
himself.
by himself.
And you're like,
I
oh,
was like,
he's
that's
complete.
incredible.
He's a complete
Yeah,
human being.
yeah,
That's all.
and
That is awesome, man.
yeah. So Peter Holland was just like the beacon for me, and I was like, it's actually possible for one person to do this.
Mm.
And I'm just that kind of a person that when I see something amazing, like in TV or on YouTube,
Yeah.
I don't tell myself like, this is some superhuman being, I'm never going to be able
Mm.
to do it. I'm just
Mm.
going to tell myself like, if I do this long enough and try hard enough, I'm actually going to be able to get there. So it was,
That, and plus genetics, right?
yeah,
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 that
yeah,
that
of
one.
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
You need to have that genetics.
Yeah, it varies from different countries. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So yeah, I started to do some vocal range videos,
Mm.
and then I saw one guy. I don't remember his name, so sorry about that. But he started doing bass covers,
Okay.
in the same kind of way that I started it,
Okay.
but before me. That he just took a song by Pentatonics or something, and he just recorded the bass over it. But he actually recorded
Mm.
himself on a pretty good camera with some
Okay.
pretty good lighting, and
Okay.
the quality of the sound was actually better. But I was
Okay.
like, this is something that I actually can do. So just let me try it with some
Mm-hmm.
shitty editing, just like put two things together
Sure.
on the
Sure.
screen. And it just somehow, well, blew up, like for my standards back then, where I had like 1,500 subscribers. And one of the videos, I think it was My Church,
Damn,
actually got like
you
8,000
you
views.
you're killing the small YouTube accounts out there, but he's like, when I had 1,500, it's like I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was
Anyway,
already
man.
like 2 years in progress.
Oh, bro. Yeah, man. Oh, bro. Anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, no
Continue.
problem, no problem.
Yeah, continue, man.
But the actual reason why why I started doing something more than vocal range videos was because, exactly like you said, when you do vocal range videos and you don't put yourself in it,
Yeah.
like nothing about yourself.
Yes. Who are you?
Like those artists, this font that you choose,
Yeah.
this note that they sang,
Yeah.
and it's on your channel. And
Yes.
most of people don't even know what your channel is called. They just saw the video.
They just saw the video.
Right? Yeah, they don't care about you. They care about the artist you are making the videos about.
Yes. Yes.
And I felt really sorry about that, because I wanted like people to really know me. So I was like, how to achieve that, you know?
Yeah.
So I knew I'm already in the acapella business kind of, because all the vocal range videos I did were about the acapella singers.
Yeah.
So I started to do some bass covers of those acapella covers.
So by the time you were doing the bass covers, you had already developed your bass to a level that was very praiseworthy. Because when I heard the covers, I was like, "Yo, this guy's already there." He's like, "Where is the development before he became this? where is that?" Why don't we get to see the shitty Tomi P, and why are we getting the only amazing Tomi P now? What happened?
Trust me, a lot of the videos, a lot of the first bass covers, I think like first 3 of them were re-uploaded. Because I had no idea how to use tuning in the beginning. And my voice wasn't trained enough to really match the low resonant notes.
Right.
Exactly what I was hearing.
Right.
And a lot of people pointed it out in the comments, like, dude, you really need to get some tuning system.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just deleted the videos and re-uploaded them with some tuning. So
nice.
And yeah, a lot of it is just pure bass boost, you know, when you're editing. So you just add some low frequencies into it.
Yeah.
But of course, I had some predisposition for low singing.
Yeah, you're already there, so you just needed it.
Better now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because obviously it's already there, but not all the notes are naturally loud, right? So you need it to be a bit clearer that this is what I'm doing. By the way, I'm singing this note. I'm killing you. Like this is, I'm making it clear that this is the note I'm singing. So you kind of add a bit of boost to it. It's like, oh yeah, that's nice. So yeah, I really do understand. I really do understand what happened by that. Anyway, let me give a shout out. Let me take a bit of intermission and give a shout out to some of the guys in here. Shout out to DM404, says cracked. You did cracked as well.
Yeah,
yes.
Don't ask about cracked, please. That's a little bit of a meme on our Discord server.
Oh no. Your meme just came up. Your meme just came up, bro. Your meme just came up.
Dangerous territory.
Shout out to the Exiled. Shout out to Doinita. Shout out to Mass Collier. Oh man, my Kofi gang is here. Shout out to us, the bass boss. Shout out to Marcelo Bass again. Shout out to Fernie. Shout out to Rebecca. Rebecca is here as well. And Veronica Troll. Veronica Troll, I think, was the first person here. James Bond 007. Oh man. Dennis is still here. Dennis says, what does Dennis say about Hellfire? His Hellfire is amazing. Yeah, man. Your Hellfire is like record breaking, man. It's crazy. Thank you see, I thought your No Time to Die or Sound of Silence was crazy until I heard Hellfire, and I was like, oh, okay, that's crazier than before. It's amazing, man. What when you're singing or when you're writing the arrangement on how to perform, are there bits and pieces, are there moments where you go from what you plan to do originally and say, okay, I plan to maintain a bit of decency and not kill people here with my bass, but actually now that I'm singing it, I'm gonna do it anyway because I am Tomi P. Are there moments like that? Are there moments like that you just go, okay, I'm gonna leave it a bit sweet and just leave it? That's what the arrangement says, but then when you're actually performing it, you're just like, yeah, sure, what the hell, do it. I know it's a bit of a mood question, but anyway. I always wonder it.
Well, with arranging, usually what I write, that's what I sing.
Okay.
When things go further, I'm starting to more kind of improvise when I'm recording. Like when I hear the finished product, I'm like, this would sound good, like in the whole mix, because if you play the arrangement, it actually I use cellos, like the sound of cello for the arrangement, so I know how it sounds like before I actually start recording.
Oh, right.
Like pre-programmed cello. I don't play cello.
Oh yeah, I was you play cello
That
too?
would be
Okay.
insane.
Okay.
And so I usually record everything that I write, and with these like big moments in my arrangements, I have this like philosophy that your song has to start in a way that people just say, okay, I'm kind of like stumped. I'm gonna keep watching because
Yeah.
what the hell was that? You know?
It's gonna come up again.
Yeah. And then like every 20 seconds, you have to have some kind of a change of pace or something different than they heard before in the song.
Yeah.
So they keep watching.
Yeah.
And then the end has to be heavy, or not even heavy, but interesting in a way that people say, I'm gonna listen to another song.
Another video. Yeah. Go hard or go home. You know.
Leave in that awe.
Yeah, they have to leave scarred. They have to leave scarred by Tomi. Like, this guy just scarred me.
And it's really hard to maintain the strategy, because if you keep doing all the same things all over again, then they don't have the same impact, because you just keep repeating the same thing. So you have to figure out all the time. You have to figure out something new that's going to have the same or similar effect, but it's going to be different. And thanks to the gods of music, it's possible, because you can do anything in music. That's the most beautiful thing about it.
That is amazing. Now that you actually bring that up, let's talk about getting to the low note that you can sing. At this point, what is the lowest note that you are aware of that you can sing? And you can actually demonstrate it if you want to as well. If you want to as well, you don't have to though, but you can just
That really depends. This is probably the most asked question in my comments. Like, everybody asks these questions all the time, and like, what is your vocal range? These two questions, and it's really hard to answer, because you have several techniques that you can use, and each one of them has different lowest note.
That's true.
If you take, for example, vocal fry or ingressive phonation or inhale singing, those are kind of like unlimited in how low you can go. But once you get past certain threshold, it just starts to sound like unusable. So you can't really measure it. Yeah. But I would say that my lowest note, because like the lowest that I actually used for a song, which was in the song Hellfire, was F0.
Okay. What is that? I don't even know. I just hear F0 and I'm like, okay, great.
Well, let me see. This is F1, and it's one octave below that.
So, okay.
But I'm probably not going to be able to sing it stable right now.
That is crazy, man. That is amazing. He just did that casually. It's like, yeah, it's just an octave below. Yeah. Whatever that is. Now that we're talking about that, James Bond 007 says, have you ever fried a subwoofer?
That's one of my goals as a bass for an acapella group. I'm waiting so patiently for that. But I came pretty close to one dangerous stunt with the bass woofer. Oh, I'm just messing up this word. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
And we were singing with a acapella group with Shotzi in International Hotel in our city. In our home city. And there was a stage which was like in the corner of the room, but it's a big hotel, so all the like walls were actually just windows. It's just glass walls.
And
the stage was kind of like squished in the corner, so it was right in like up the walls. And
so that means the vibrations are going to affect everything basically, because you're very close to the walls. Yeah, exactly. Frequencies are mad. Shout out to you guys, man. If you're looking for something, I'm gonna shout people out. So the Exile say, oh, that's a question. I'm gonna not take the question. All right, so my moderators are gonna put the questions in my chat, so you guys don't have to worry about that.
So to the thing that actually happened.
The
subwoofer was on the stage,
Okay.
and the stage was like up to the walls, which were made of glass.
Okay.
And the sound guy that was actually like the managing all the mixing of our concert, he had no idea what to expect, because this was the first time that he actually mixed or like did the audio engineering live for an acapella group. So we had
Okay.
no idea that we need like the bass is going to be like
Right.
the bass, you know.
Yeah.
So he boosted it a little bit too much than
Oh
was
no.
necessary. And when we were just like, that was just the like the rehearsal, or what it's called, like the
sound check.
sound check, actually. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And so I just tried to growl, you know, just like right off the bat, and I just put my mic like right into my mouth and just went and the the windows actually like vibrated. It didn't break, which thanks God for that, because that would cost insane amount of money.
Yeah, you would be broke now. You would be the bankrupt bass singer.
There would be no Tomi P, no Hellfire video. I would be living under the bridge. That's some expensive shit.
Oh man.
So I saw them shake. I was like, oh my God, just dial it down, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was the closest I came.
That is amazing, bro. Your heart must be pounding, bro. I don't think you needed to sing after that. I think they should have just concluded, oh, these guys are good. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Nobody was there by the time, so we were just
mad. Yeah, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, that's really good to know, man. That was a fun question. That was a fun question.
Fun story, yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, let's still on the group singing and YouTube. Your first singing after the covers, right? Because you went from doing covers and then you said, you know what the hell? You gained a lot of confidence. You said, all right, now I'm actually gonna show my face. And then you did The Edge of the Night, which is like one of my favorite 20-second beautiful song in, you know, the Return of the King, right? I think it's in the Return of the King, right? Yeah. In Lord of the Rings. And when Pippin was singing that bit was just so sweet, and it's stuck in my head for so long, right? Because it's such a sweet and then you did that. I was like, all right, okay, that's what you decided to do, right? Okay, so you took my brain all the way back to my memory. You gave me a memory lapse, right? You took me back to memory lane. But what was what made you decide to actually show your face? Because people already know that you're a singer, you can sing bass, and you already talked to them because you were answering questions behind the screen, right? You were answering questions behind it. You weren't showing your face. So what made you go, okay, I want people to actually see my face now? I mean, that's a reason by itself, but
yes. I don't have some actual reason. It wasn't like I was afraid and then I gained enough confidence.
Right.
I was just making videos that weren't my face wasn't necessary or shouldn't be part of the actual videos.
Right.
And then I was like, I think I was watching the Lord of the Rings, Return of the King movie at home. And I saw it like 50 times already. I'm a big Lord of the Rings nerd, by the way.
Oh yeah, join the gang. Join the gang.
And I was just watching the movie, and just for some reason, I always remembered that I always knew the song, and I always know it was amazing. But when just Pippin started to sing it, "Home is behind,"
it's such a shadow. And
the violin in the background.
It's like
Yeah.
And then people were being killed, and in the background, heads were being chopped off. It's like, bruh.
It's such a great cinematography.
Yes.
I was just like, why not just like try to sing this, but as a bass? So I sing it. I think it was like C#2, or the low note was like, "Home is behind," and I just recorded it on my computer, and just because the harmonies are so simple, you just start with one note and you hold it for the rest of the song.
Yes.
And you just stack them up. So I just try to record it and put some reverb on it, and just like tune it a bit, and then I just recorded the phone video because I was like, this actually sounds good, because I've
Right.
never tried my own a cappella version of anything, like with
Right.
multiple voices on top of them.
So what did you use on your first recording? Acapella,
Whew,
the background
I don't know.
harmonies.
I don't know, like what program
Audacity?
I used actually. I think it might be the same that I'm using still right now, which is Traction,
Ah,
but I have
okay.
no idea. But I just tried to record it and put some reverb on it, and I was like, this doesn't sound bad. And I was like, this should have some like video with my face, because
Right.
I don't want like this song, because I thought but back in the day I just thought this is the best thing I ever created. Like, damn, like all my previous work, it just sounds like crap. This is actually like good. So I was
You were
like,
getting
I have
gassed.
to put like some video up, or
Mm.
like on top of it, instead of just like picture of the movie or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just did that, and it didn't get like a lot of traction, but
Right.
I was like, I can actually
That
do
was
it.
that was the
That was
first.
the time that I realized that I can actually sing a cappella.
Yeah. And then you did the next one, which is Never Enough, which started your whole career. Right.
Yeah, that one kind of went off. Yeah.
It's like, yep, everyone knows you now. Avi Kaplan has probably watched you like 100 times as well. It's yeah,
Yeah.
man. Oh, bro, it was really good, man. So you watched The Greatest Showman and you enjoyed Never Enough, and you decided to go ahead and do the bass cover of that
Yeah.
song. And there were some comments in there that were like, "Oh, I'm a bass singer and you have a bigger range than I do," and shout out to you. I was like, "Bro, I read it in bass, right?" Because I had to read. Yeah, but it was really amazing that you started that journey to put yourself out there more, especially with that
Mhm.
black and white theme, which I really like. That black and white theme, you use it a lot in your videos. It's really cool. But yeah, what was the objective by that time? Obviously that now is different, but what was the hope then, or the objective that you had when you started doing the solo singing? Were you planning, or are you planning to get to the level of let's say the likes of Peter Hollins, or are you actually serious about building an a cappella group and working from there? So yeah, which is it? So do you want, are you heading towards the Sam Robson? Do you know Sam Robson?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. If you know Peter Hollins, you must well know Sam Robson. They're like
Yeah,
twins.
he's insane.
Yeah, he's
That
crazy.
guy is just out
It's-
of this world.
yeah, he's crazy. He's actually in London. I've met him twice. In
Really?
London. Yeah, because I used to deal with one of the guys. Well, not them personally. One of the guys that are close to them. So he was going to London one time, and then he asked me to come with him, and I met Sam Robson, and then I met uh oh, what's the other guy? James. Is it James? I'm not sure. Do you know Accent? The group Accent, a cappella group Accent.
Accent?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's fine then. So then I met Sam Robson. Then he is such a cool dude, man. But the creativity and that level is
Yeah.
just like, how does he do that? But anyway, so is that where you're headed? Right? Is that where that level? Peter Hollins, Sam Robson, that kind of production, or are you headed for more collaboration kind of vibe and a cappella group singing?
So you mean back in the day when I uploaded the Greatest Showman?
Yes. So yeah. So back in the day, what was your aim then? Were you thinking of
Yeah.
getting there, or are you still thinking of getting there? If not, what are your objectives? Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my objective wasn't actually like I want to do this like full time. This is going to be my life,
Mm-hmm.
because I knew that making music is something near impossible
Mm-hmm.
to like live off on it, because back in the day, it
Yes.
wasn't that usual that some YouTuber made a career,
Yes.
because there was few of them, and then a lot of them was just musicians that are already popular,
Yeah.
just using YouTube as a platform.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really like didn't have a hope for making some big career out of music, but I heard that song in the movie Greatest Showman, and I just tried to play it on my piano, like switch the keys so it fits my voice.
All
And
right.
I figured out that when I put it in a certain key, I can actually sing it in 3 different octaves.
Okay.
It didn't sound like perfect. You can actually hear that I'm struggling with the G4s in the high chest and the low stuff a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
But I just tried it and I made a video, and then one of my friends, Shimon, he helped me because he was one of the guys that I knew that had a camera, and we just set it up like in my living room with some white background, and I just put on a tuxedo.
Yes, sir.
And we just filmed it. And what surprised me was actually the persona that I put on during the singing, because of course I wasn't actually singing on the camera like what you see. It is in the video.
Okay, you've already sang. Yeah, you've already sang it, and
it was pre-recorded. But I just like I never sang before that, like in front of people alone. And there was this like this guy that I know filming me, like acting like I'm singing the thing that I already recorded.
Right.
And I was like, if I'm gonna be like never enough, it's just like
singing,
that's so convincing.
Sing, very stern there.
So I just put the work in, and I just acted the whole thing and just let the emotions go.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and I'm like, okay, it's hard to look at myself, but if I'm gonna go past that, it's kind of convincing. Like, because I actually like had the persona that.
Yeah, because obviously you had to have the hands moving up and down towards the camera, back yourself, and the textbook R&B movements. Touch the heart, bring it back to you. All of that shenanigans. But yeah, man, that was really well done. I had a question, but I think it slipped. It slipped my mind. Okay, it just came back.
If you just a little bit of extra information on that. It wasn't actual acapella. It was like instrumental cover.
Yes.
Piano background.
Yes.
So I had no idea back then that I can do like real acapella with only my voices. But like, the thing that I realized with that video is that when people looked at it, then it was actually convincing that I was singing from my heart, which I was. But you have to also show it.
You were
based on your body language.
You were sinking from your heart. You are sinking from your heart.
So that's what I realized that
lip syncing from your heart
can do with that video.
Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome, man. That song showed, I think not just me, but it showed a lot of your fans at that time the actual vocal range that you have. Because when you went from never enough, or maybe it was a bit lower than that, never enough, or something like that, it actually showed the range that you had actually when you were belting that, which was really good, right? So exactly. It's like, wow, that's really awesome, because usually bass singers are known for bass to stay down in the basement, right? Never come upstairs, right? True. Exactly. They are forever doomed.
Tim or Jeff.
Unless you're Tim or Jeff. Or Tomi P. But yeah. But it really showed the range and made people understand that you are actually a guy that can actually do all the parts as well. How do you warm up your voice, and how do you get your voice ready to sing high notes, and how do you get your voice ready to sing low notes?
So yeah, it's good that you actually separated these two.
Yes, because they are two different things. Yeah,
it's totally different.
Yeah.
And when I have to record some low notes, or I have to sing bass on a concert, I always like try to not to talk for like a long time. If I'm recording, I'm doing it in the morning, because when you're resting and then you don't use your vocal cords, and you don't use like your whole upper body area, it's just relaxed and your voice just gets deeper and lower. But I have some particular exercises that
don't worry about it.
My ex vocal coach taught me. He was an amazing bass. He had like A1 in chest voice, and he just when he spoke, he was like, yeah. So he taught me some exercises for relaxing your muscles of like the neck muscles and your
Yeah.
chest and your throat. And it helps a little bit. I showed it in my general tips video on YouTube.
Yep.
So I'm doing that like before the concert. And for high singing, I just have to sing for like 15-20 minutes some average baritone stuff, you know,
Yeah.
something in a third like or lower fourth octave,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then actually start recording.
Mm.
It's harder with falsetto
Right.
because
Right. Right.
yeah, it's just it depends if I need some like sharp falsetto like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
some like
So like a head voice. Yeah. So like
yeah,
a head
or
voice.
some
Yeah.
just soft one.
Yeah.
And if I'm singing for like half an hour some sharp falsetto, I just cannot go back to the soft version. It just
Mm.
switches and it gets
That's it.
tired and tangled,
Stuck.
and it just I have to sleep it off and try another day.
Restart. Oh my
Yeah, yeah,
days. That is really hard with the. Yeah.
yeah.
I think getting your voice ready for. Well, okay. What do you think? I want your opinion on this. Getting your voice ready for high notes and getting your voice ready for low notes. Which one do
Yeah.
you think is challenging? Well, which one is challenging for you?
Definitely high notes.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because if you don't have the low notes already, like you're like in the beginning of the concert and you're like, I have to sing a low C in chest right now,
Yeah.
and you don't have it, you're probably not gonna have it. You just can't warm up into that state that you have it.
Yeah.
You just have to relax. You have to sit. You have to just like relax your muscles. Just do like those.
Yeah. Meditation.
Like those exhales.
Yeah.
Vocalized exhales, and try to relax. But if you want to do it like in a quick passion, like in 5 minutes, it's over.
Yeah. That's it. Go home.
For high notes, you can just go into that another room and just no, and just go ahead and warm it up, and it's there. So it's easier. It's possible in more occasions to warm up to the high notes.
Yeah,
but it's easier for the low notes because you don't have to do anything. Low notes, you just have to be calm.
So can we say that? So low notes is just a mood. Your voice has to be in the mood for bass. Yeah. You can't convince your voice to do bass. Your voice is either in the mood today or not.
It is the most frustrating thing about being a bass. It just sometimes I remember the concert that we had, and it was right after, like in the morning after the night that I was just partying my ass off. We were just singing, drinking.
You know, oh no.
And I slept for like 4 hours. Then I had it straight to the concert, and because I was like my voice had the trauma. Trauma. And or light trauma. I don't know.
Yeah, after the night of drinking and screaming and shouting, yeah. Your voice is shut down.
It was so low. So my everybody, because my whole band was partying with me, and they all like, this is the worst concert that we ever had because they sing the high notes, you know.
Yeah.
But me as a bass, I was like, this was my best.
This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when we have like 2-hour rehearsal right before the concert, just just go through everything and try it, so we are in the zone.
Yeah.
I just lose a lot of the low resonance in the time because I'm practicing before the actual concert.
Yeah.
So I have to have like half an hour of peace and relaxation before every singing to get those resonant low notes.
Oh, that's really cool, man. Anyway, on a side, this is a side question. Speaking of drinking, what sort of beer do you drink?
Right now.
Here we go.
That's a Kozel, which is a Czech.
Okay.
Beer.
Okay.
And it's I think 4.6%. Okay.
So get you in the mood, not too dangerous, just enough to be like.
I'm from Czech Republic. We are just everybody can tell you that we are a center of beer consume on all over the world. Like everybody knows German beer, but if you take a look on the statistics of like actual consumption of beer,
Yeah.
we are like 3 times the Germany level. We are the
That's
first
crazy.
in the world. So
Mad.
it's like lemonade for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Usually, that's your water, basically. I'm thirsty.
It actually is. Yeah.
That's crazy,
But good
man.
for me that I'm a bass, because I found out from my ex-vocal coach that beer, if you don't drink like too much of it, it has some kind of enzymes
Mm-hmm.
that help with relaxations of your muscles. So
Yeah.
if you take like 1 or maybe 2 in a span of 1 hour or 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
then your muscles are more relaxed and suited for bass. So
Okay. That's hey. All the bass singer nation guys that are here.
Encourage drinking. Anyway.
He just encouraged drinking. Tomi,
21 plus, Europe 18 plus.
Tomi just encouraged you guys to go drink, guys. Anyway, that's what just happened.
Okay, see ya.
Oh bro, oh man, but that is a really good. That's a really good shout.
Veronica is actually right. The beer is cheaper in Czech Republic than water.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now that you've taken a sip of the beer, can you try the inhale bass note?
All right.
Can you try that?
What note would you like to hear?
What note, guys? Guys, give us a note. I'm not sure how fast the chat is.
Gonna give like a something.
You're gonna use something D1.
D1. Let me try.
Okay. What? Yo! So that's so that's inside. That's going in.
Yeah, that's inhaling. Yeah.
It's
a weird thing. And I was wondering if you were gonna ask me about ingressive phonation. Dude, you sound exactly like Jeff.
Oh, thank you very much.
I heard Jeff tried ingressive phonation.
No, I haven't.
Well, then you should probably.
Okay.
You thank me.
So what is that? What is aggressive phonation, and what is the difference between that and inhale? What are the differences?
Well, ingressive phonation and inhale singing, it's basically the same thing.
Right.
It's like more like folk name, or slang name. Not the professional. And
right.
It's like when you just inhale like the, when you're like scared of something, just do vocalize inhaling. So if you try to like stabilize it in the and try to
I'm dying.
Like hold the note.
I'm dying.
Try to stabilize the
Guys, can you guys call ambulance next to me? Can you call an ambulance next to me just in case I pass out or anything happens at the end of this interview?
And don't forget to drink something big.
That's true. Today I really have water because I'm about to go to the gym. So nice. I'm trying to be good. Yeah. That's
great. In this hot weather to work out,
yeah, exactly. It's hard, but I'm trying to get the summer body maintained, Yeah. Get the summer body maintained. Anyway, let's get on to the next thing. Challenges. Let's talk about challenges. One thing I'm gonna address is how do you take on comparisons? Not from yourself, because obviously every singer has the curse of comparing themselves to other singers to see that's always there. How do you handle people coming in the comment section or people telling you that this person is better than that, or this person did what you just did better than you did it? How do you take it on? Now let's take it back to before you knew all these bass singers in the bass singing nation. Right, before you knew all of them, right? So how do you handle that? And then now that you know a lot of bass singers, how do you handle it now? So how did you handle it before? How do you handle it now?
I'm always sticking with the philosophy that I don't compare myself to somebody else is today, but who I was yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm always like revisiting my old music just to hear like what could I done better. And when I'm doing the next song, I'm trying to fix the thing. Sometimes it backfires because I've found out that what I like tried to do instead of something that I tried back then, it actually sounds worse. So
Mm.
sometimes it backfires, but most of the time it pushes me forward.
Okay.
And when I joined Basing Nation and I like befriended all these insane basses, I found out that my voice isn't actually that low because yeah, because it actually isn't. I'm still a bass,
Oh my
but if you
days.
take a look at some of those guys with like those super deep
Yeah.
voices,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that really speak in this kind of range. Usually, it's so infuriating sometimes, but I'm just trying to look at it as like if you have a low voice that's not like my signature or that's not what I do. I'm not the low bass guy. I'm the
Mm.
guy that actually like does acapella. I arrange those things and put them together and try to use the bass in a
All right.
way that's engaging for other people.
Okay.
So I'm trying to focus that on the fact that what the hell, I don't have the lowest voice in the world, and it doesn't matter.
But
I don't have to.
before that, you know your head was blown with a lot of people, you know, that would come in your head and say, you are the one that's gonna lead us to the promised land." And then
Yeah,
you met someone in the bass singing nation, and it's like, who are you?
yeah.
It's like
Dude, it's so hard to keep a straight face. Yeah, when somebody just like you are just hanging in the voice chat with like
Oh, bro.
your fans, and then somebody comes in and is like, "Hey man, you're my idol. I so wanna be like you. Like I want to have a voice like you." I'm just like, dude, can you hear yourself? Your voice is insanely
Yeah.
low.
It's
Just like train it to work,
oh
and you
man.
are off to like insane career.
He's got the genetics. He just needs to be told.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that's sick,
What
man.
if
So
you have the gift? You just have to
yeah,
make something of it.
I see. Sometimes I see, and I think it was you that posted it. People or normal people accidentally hitting the subharmonic notes without trying. I
I
think
think that's Marshall who's
was
doing
that
basic section.
was that Marcelo or was that you?
It was part of my Reddit videos, but somebody
Ah.
made it for the Reddit page.
Ah,
Yeah,
right, right,
Marshall.
right, right. And I thought that was funny as hell. Cause oh yeah, that's Marcelo. Marcelo Bates, that's me.
Yeah, it's,
That was funny as hell. I was like, oh no, people casually just hitting. I don't know the notes, man. It's like, oh, D1 subharmonic. And you're just like, how? How did he just do that casually? I mean, well, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty sick. Who was the first person you met in the bass singing nation, and when did you discover subharmonics? Two questions once.
I discovered subharmonics before I created Basing Nation, but
Oh
this
yeah,
is
you
actually
of course you
like
created bass singing nation. Yes. What am I asking?
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, but just prepare yourself because I'm gonna embarrass myself. Okay, I haven't told this
Oh,
to
I'm here for
many
that.
people.
I'm here for that. Hey,
Uh,
let's get. I'm here for that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
oh,
Let's go.
okay,
Let's
okay.
go.
When I like discovered inhale singing, I had no idea what this technique was, like on or how it's called. I just like tried to inhale something one day
Mhm.
because I saw the video Rainbow of Love. I don't know if you know by the what
Yes.
is it, Josh Turner, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
And he was like, "There's a rain," and I was
Yeah.
like, I tried to imitate it. Uh, I could do it with the inhale singing.
Inhale. Yeah.
I was like 17 or 16.
Okay.
I was like, "What is this?" And I ran to my mom. I was like, "Look at this! Like what I can do!" Like, and she was like, "What the hell is that?" And I had no idea what it was, so I was just using it.
Oh no.
I didn't care what it was called. I was just using it. And then I saw the video by David Larson and David Kahn, like tutorial on subharmonics. but I couldn't speak that well English.
Right.
So I just heard how the technique sounds, and it sounded a lot like my inhale singing. So I thought, like, up until 2018 or 19, that inhale singing was actually for subharmonics. Yeah. And then I discovered that it isn't. And I actually learned how to do like
He was going around thinking that he was the shit. No, you ain't.
A lot of people asked me below the bass cover, like bass cover, or
Oh
down
no.
in the bootlegs, you know, they're like, what technique did you use for the like B0 in the team's growl? So, and I was like, that was subharmonics. That's subharmonics. That's subharmonics. And everyone is like, holy fuck, you can do B0 in subharmonics. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed when I found out that it actually isn't. So.
Oh my days. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. So, you found out the difference. What are the differences between inhaled notes and subharmonic notes?
Oh, well, for inhale notes, you actually inhaling and singing. It's kind of a vocal fry, but with inhaling.
Going the other way around.
And stabilize it. It sounds much stronger than your actual vocal fry when you exhale.
Yes.
And subharmonics it's a weird technique that you just force your vocal cords to different in a perfect relationship, like 2 to 3 for the first subharmonic register, which is like the fundamental, and then a fifth above it.
Okay.
Different sets of your vocal cords.
All right.
And that creates the illusion that you sing actually an octave below the notes you're actually singing. Which is totally bizarre when you say it in this way.
See,
it's like, how can I force my vocal cords to vibrate in two different?
Yeah. See, the way I understood it when I did a reaction to a subharmonic compilation that I think Marcelo Bass asked me to do it, and my way of understanding subharmonics was watching Avi Kaplan singing and then having the overtones come out of his voice as though he was an alien, right? And he's singing one note, but then there is an angel behind him singing something else in there. So it's like you sing one note in the subharmonic, but then there is the D octave that lands of it, or another note lands of it. So it's almost as if you're singing two notes. So it's like,
it's something a little bit different because the overtones, like the upper harmony series, because if you sing like you have your regular frequency that you're using, which is the that everybody hears, but the thing that gives actually your voice the timbre and the texture, like everybody has a different timbre of voice. It depends on like what harmonic series are prominent in your voice.
Okay.
So when Avi Kaplan sings those like he just, with the shape of his mouth and tongue, he just
can control
certain harmonic series above the thing he's singing. But when you're singing subharmonics, you are actually singing two different frequencies with different sets of vocal cords, and when they combine the sound, it just like meshes together, and out comes out something different, you know.
That is crazy, man. Oh my days, that is crazy. Yeah, subharmonics is
if you want to learn it, it's not that actually hard. You just like have to pick some comfortable note. I think for most people it's around like B, so like ooh, and then you just like soften that singing up until the point that the voice just cracks down, and it's gonna sound like shit for the first time, but you have to just like keep trying. Go to that,
He just did it casually like that. That's an insult to me. Anyway, let's move on. I've tried doing some harmonics, and some of the guys that have me on Instagram, I usually like Nicholas. I don't know if you know Nicholas, TJ, and Marwan Ayman. Actually, I have Marwan Ayman on Instagram. Sometimes I do that. I wake up in the morning and then I do it. I do some harmonic, and I'm like, I have to send this to Marwan Ayman because then I have a receipt.
Yeah.
I have a receipt. I can do it.
I'm doing the same thing to Marwan. Poor Marwan. He's getting all of our messages like, dude, look at this.
I said it to him, and he says, "Oh yeah, that's definitely a subharmonic." It's like not better than me though. But yeah, man, F Sane said I sent one to him too. Yeah, I sent one to F Sane as well. Man, it was really exciting when I was able to actually do it for the first time. It feels amazing, man. It feels amazing. By the way, I wish I really could do it very evidently on the go, like yeah. But anyway.
It took me like 3 months that I could do it like on command actually.
Yeah. Oh man, that is pretty awesome, man. Anyway, what you've done a lot of tracks, and congratulations with the other guys, Bobby Bass, Peter Barber, and Marwan as well, with the work that you guys did in a month.
Those guys are insane.
Very talented, man. Very talented guys. Very talented guys. How was the build up, the hard work, and how did you guys come together to create, write, come up with the arrangements, actually perform it, edit it, and then plan to release one video every week? That is incredible hard work.
We are I'm not gonna go into like much details because next week we are actually going to be doing all 4 of us podcasts together.
Oh, okay.
About the process of making this stuff happen.
Okay. Whose channel? Whose channel? Plug it here. Whose channel is that going to be on?
It's gonna be on Peter Barber's channel. So
okay.
I'm gonna send it Peter Barber on YouTube, and it's gonna be on his podcast, which is Musical Arts with Peter Barber. And so like just to get a hint of it, it was kind of an accident or just like fun thing that Peter tried. He just tagged all of us, or 3 of us, on Basing Nation.
Okay.
And he was just like, so when are we doing something together? Marwan took it a little bit more seriously than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, seriously, guys, like, what if we just create something together? So we just jump on a Zoom call or Discord call together, and we were like talking about possibilities that we could do something. And the good thing was that all 4 of us had some experience with making a cappella music by themselves.
Yes.
So we're like arranging, mixing, like professional filming and editing. And the hard part was that all of us were in different parts of the world. I'm from Central Europe. Marwan is from Egypt, and I think they are from Massachusetts and Georgia. I'm not sure.
Oh wow.
So 2 from the US, 1 from Africa, 1 from Europe. So that's a challenging part, especially for the video recording.
Yes.
But all of us had to buy a green screen and professional camera and this like lights for this stuff. So there was a lot of investing into this, but luckily I planned to buy these things, like my own studio for home. Studio.
Yeah.
Before we even started thinking about it, so it.
That perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
So everybody arranged their own song because we were thinking of doing something different than like one artist, 4 songs, like maybe like one long video, one big medley. But we decided to do 4 different songs by one artist, which was Billie Eilish. We voted for it, and each of us chose a song and then arranged it, then sent all the tracks that we need to record to all the other guys. Then all of us send it to the guy who was mixing it.
All right. Okay.
Everybody makes their own songs that they choose. Then they plan the video, like made a storyboard and everything, send it to everybody with the instructions, like what settings for the camera and what lighting. And then we filmed it, send it to the guy who edited the song or edited the video, and everybody edited their own video, and we just uploaded each of our videos on
Yeah,
our
your channels.
made a big event from it.
Mad.
Made the bass be with you, and that was the stressful part, because we could, like, if it was called something else, we could just, like, if something didn't work out, we could just postpone it,
Yeah.
like, for the next month, and just plan the trailer for the next month. But it was really literally called "May the Bass Be With You." And the point of it was, this has to be in May, so we had 4 months to, like, start arranging and filming and recording, and it was a lot of fucking work. Let me tell you. Yeah.
That I can imagine that, man. I can imagine that. Do you see? Okay, again, I don't want to pry, but is there a spoiler? Can we get a spoiler? Are you guys thinking of something again? Coming out?
Yes, we are.
Great.
We are thinking of
first on my channel, guys. First on my channel. You heard it here first. All right. Good.
Definitely, we are definitely thinking like 95% that we are going to be repeating this event next year in May.
So you would do something like one artist, 4 songs, something like that. That's a really good idea. That's a really cool idea.
With different artists.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else maybe even joins the bass game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a possibility.
Awesome.
But we're definitely going to talk about it. But
nice.
I cannot tell you that like if we're planning something else like in between, because I actually have no idea. We talked about it, but nothing is decided yet. So
yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
We'll see.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. I think there's a question from one of the guys. This is in my Discord, right? So what is your favorite bass gang cover? Oh, right. So out of the 4 that you guys did, the bass gang cover did. So you had bury a friend, bury a friend. Therefore I am, and
Copycat and My Boy.
Yes. Man, I see. I'm not a fan of not that I don't like her. I'm just don't listen to Billie Eilish, so I don't really know. So don't really listen to a lot of her songs. But all out of the 4.
I wasn't voting for Billie Eilish when we were deciding.
Okay.
But when we actually arranged the song and recorded them, I was like, "This is perfect." This
right. Oh, we lost Tomi.
Like, I'm so glad we chose her songs. Yeah, her songs just sound perfect in a bass rendition.
Because some of the I think, was it Bury a Friend or My Boy? Some of the harmonies that you guys had, especially fitting in the subs, I was like, oh, this is so perfect, man. Like, it's like the dream harmonies that you dream, you imagine it, and it's all coming together. You're like, yes, this is what I always wanted. I didn't even know I wanted that, but yeah, man. So
it's hard to really say what is my favorite one out of those. I really can't say. I'm not gonna say my own because I've heard the song like 500 times and I cannot stand it right now. So that's probably my biased opinion about my own.
Man,
Bury a Friend one has definitely the best video for it because Bobby's sister, she's a film major, and she helped him with making this video happen. And when I watched it for the first time, I recorded my reaction for it. We're probably gonna do like a compilation of our reactions.
Oh, right. Okay, that's good. That's really good.
And I was just blown away. I was scared, and it was amazing. So the video is definitely Bury a Friend.
Is that the one with the eyes?
Yeah,
that's the one with the eyes.
With the creepy eyes. It scared the hell out of me.
Oh man.
I had no idea it was coming. I had no idea. I just filmed a regular video and he was like, just shoot like 2 versions for each voice. One is gonna be like creepy, like depressing creepy, and then it's gonna be like then something is like the like you are a psycho, and then like you are someone dangerous.
Yeah.
Angry, and he just then sent this video, and I was like,
God damn. Man, yeah, people are really enjoying the Bury a Friend. Yeah, there are
Definitely.
a Bury a Friend was such a good one, especially with the ending. It's brilliant, man.
I,
So you
probably
don't
my
have it, you
favorite
don't have a favorite.
my favorite arrangement is probably the Marvins. The
Oh, which one was that? Was that
Copycat.
the Copycat? Right.
Yeah, because it's just perfect arrangement. I just love it. The bells in the background with the switching the leads, and when
Yeah,
somebody's singing the lead,
yeah,
we are also doing the subharmonic middle
yeah,
part, which is
y-
like E1, E flat 1,
yeah.
which is actually my lowest subharmonics that I ever recorded.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
can you demonstrate that now?
what.
Can you demonstrate that one now? The E one.
Oh,
Can you just casually do your lowest note that you've ever done?
well, it was a D, but it was octave lower.
Oh
The
right.
harmonics. That's the note I don't usually have, so I record it in the morning.
Crazy man, crazy bro.
Yeah.
That is
But the
amazing.
Therefore I Am video, it's really simple filming, but I like the continuity of the
Hmm.
video because all the shots are recorded. There are no cuts, almost no cuts in the video, so
Hmm.
it's just straight going like whole 3 minutes without cuts. So I feel the continuity of the
Hmm.
song in that video, and it's just perfect display of bass voices. There isn't that much harmonies, that many harmonies in the
Yes,
background,
yes,
but there's that low stuff, that
yeah,
did you have fun? I really couldn't care less.
yeah.
So I just love that point when Bobby came and just like stop. What the
Yeah,
hell are you
yeah,
talking?
yeah.
I was like,
and
oh, that's perfect.
and I think was it I think therefore I am. That's the one that you came in with a. I was like, was that I think therefore I am. There was like
That was copycat. That was
that was copycat. Oh
Yeah.
man, so the song stopped for like 2 seconds and then you came in. I was like,
Yeah. Wait a
yes,
second.
yes.
I'm gonna try it.
Here we go. We're getting a live review of Tomi's voice, guys. This never happens anyway than my channel.
Let's try.
Here we go. Yo, wait, I should have recorded this, man. Did you guys hear it? Ooh, that was clean. So what?
Thank
So what just happened is as though your voice became wilder.
That's I use it a lot on
Is
live
that
show.
is that Behrinja? I don't know the name, but there's a vocal, like some sort of vocal compressor thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The mix that I'm using is Behringer. Yeah.
Yeah, Behrinja. Yeah. Is that? Yeah. That's mad.
And
That's
the mix is Rode NT1A.
Row into yeah. That's the one. That's the one that the Kofi gang got me yesterday. So I am trying to. I myself. I'm trying to build some sort of a small studio for myself because I enjoy singing. I enjoy singing and I enjoy doing a little small acapella stuff behind the scenes. So that's why I asked you the other day about what softwares you use because I want to start doing something like that. Not on YouTube, but on for my own leisure. Maybe post it on YouTube, but anyway, for my own leisure because I enjoy doing stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna start.
Just send me. I will gladly give some tips.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's good. I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions about that. A lot of questions about that. Yeah, man. Anyway, what? Let me just have a look at the question. Oh, right. So who do you enjoy listening to? Before you answer that question, who were your inspirations when you were young regarding bass? Who are your inspirations now?
Well, I got a lot of inspiration from, of course, Avi, and actually David Kahn, which was
right.
kind of a smaller YouTuber with a bass voice, but he's doing it for a long time. And I remember hearing like his collaboration with David Larson on the Black is the Color.
All right.
And I just heard his voice and I was like, he sounds exactly like Avi.
Mm.
It is insane. And 2 days ago I had a double stream on Instagram with him.
Oh,
It's
okay.
I just can't like wrap my mind
Awesome.
around it.
That's awesome.
It's one of the guys that I was looking up to.
Yeah.
Studying, and now I'm actually friends with him.
That
So that's one of the guys, and Paul David Kennemer. Because
right.
yeah, that guy, he's actually a baritone, and I had no idea. He just worked his ass off for 5 years to train
Wow.
his like fry and chest fry
Yeah.
to sound really resonant, and then with some good audio
Yeah.
editing,
Yeah.
it just sounded like an earthquake.
It's crazy because he was the one that I think he was the bass singer I reacted to as well. I think a couple of weeks ago, if not a month ago. Paul David I remember that. And his fry notes were just violating, just like Jeff's fry notes.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, control it, bro. Like, that's too much. That's too much fry notes in one song.
How great that was.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. When it starts with that.
Oh Lord, my God. You're just like, really, and then it goes, how great thou art, how great thou art,
and then
bruh, you're just like, man, it's just the guts that he has to do that, man.
It's insane. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Stopped his music career, but he gave a lot of inspiration to a lot of bassists.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. So, are they still your inspiration? Are they still people you look up to, or has it slightly changed?
It's slightly changed. Because I don't really look up to singers right now.
Okay.
Because it's just about the training and practice that you have, and then you have to have good managing of like the work you do, and good promo and luck. And right now I'm looking up to like successful people, especially if somebody in the comments know Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah.
Podcast. That guy managed to do something like in his life that I would need like 10 lifetimes to manage to achieve that.
Yes.
And those are the people that I'm looking up to. They don't do the same thing I do.
Right. Yes.
They have towards those things.
Yes.
It's just so fascinating. That yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That is really interesting. That's a very smart idea. Very smart idea, man. But that is aside. Who you enjoy listening to?
Well, I don't know if you know the artist Feng Shui. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Don't know.
Like, I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Yeah, type it in the chat.
It's this. It's like ambient music and ambient instrumental and vocal music.
Right. Okay. Thanks, whoever. Okay.
It's just there's something calming and relaxing about the music that I can just, because if I'm playing something, it's usually the songs by acapella groups that I'm listening to.
Okay.
And I always have to sing like while the song is playing.
Yeah.
I just can't stop myself. But this is like the first music that I actually can play in my ear and just like do some other stuff around it and don't have to sing.
That is awesome. So does that give you some kind of an inspiration with ideas in terms of what you would like to have in your next track?
It's not really a style that I would like to do.
Right. Okay.
It's really ambient.
Right. Yeah.
But it's so relaxing. So yeah, it's more like a background music for me.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting that you've gone from having inspirations of people that do the same stuff that you do, and then now that you're quite confident. Well, confidence is not the word, I guess. It's you're great at what you do now.
Thank you.
Of course, but you're an independent artist now that is doing you're just doing your own stuff basically, and whatever happens. And I find it amazing or fascinating that the people that you look towards or the people that you look up to are people that have life lessons, some sorts of life lessons to give you, right? To actually guide you where the path you want to go. Right.
It's a weird state of life because I've moved from like
I think you're growing up, but
around like I was 19 when I moved out, and I left college when I was 19. So I started to work like just by myself and on myself in quite an early age. So I love music and like getting better at it, but life is much more than that, and you have to manage like much more things than just your singing training. So I'm watching a lot of videos about guys that really know how to get themselves around, basically.
Yeah, man, that's really good. That's because there's not a lot of that these days. So that's really good. That's really good that you're doing that, man. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I don't think he needs that, but
I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna give him, I don't know,
that boost he needs for retirement.
I'm gonna give him 50 subscribers. Oh, bro. Yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, but that is really good, man. Do you have anything on your own that you're planning, that's in the works, that's coming on your own, right? So there's no group, or you by yourself?
The projects on my channel.
What's that?
You're talking about projects on my channel.
On your channel, yes.
Yeah. Yes, I have one project is basically finished, like the recording of it. We have to video, but I am not doing it alone. I'm doing it with somebody else. Patrons already know who it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
That's fine.
Yet.
You're gonna say behind the scenes anyway, so that's fine.
It's a base. But of course, he's not from Czech Republic, so we have to arrange like a live filming because we want to film it together. So we have to wait until probably July, once the borders in Czech Republic open to the point that he can actually come here.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna film it and put it on. And then I'm working on some more stuff that 2 of them are recorded. I just have to finish the editing.
Okay.
And one is the arrangement is in the works.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna be uploading next project in the end of the next week, I hope. And it's gonna be a soundtrack. What movie? But it's gonna be a soundtrack to a movie.
Okay.
A lot of you guys know it. And
okay. Are we gonna go? Are we gonna have a bit of a guesswork going on right now? Whatever expression that he has on his face is gonna answer it for us anyway.
By range, this was one of the hardest things I had to record, like for my range.
Okay. All right. Is it Vikings? TV show Vikings? No. All right. Cool.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. Okay. You've already done Witcher, so that's fine.
That's true. But it's not like a song in a movie, like lyric song. It's like something that I did, for example, the Marvel Netflix medley or Lord of the Rings
medley. Right.
Just the instrumental soundtrack made in Acapella.
Right.
So I'm doing the instruments basically.
Okay. Before we go, this is probably going to be my last question, and then maybe we can have some secondary questions from the chat room. How long does it take for you to listen to a song or listen to a cover, right, and then come up with the arrangement, the acapella arrangement, in the background? Okay, create the first 4-part harmonies, which is the basic harmonies that you need, and then you have the other parts that, the bell tones, how you're gonna use bell tones in this one. How you gonna are you gonna add some subs here? So what is the madness behind the magic, basically?
So first of all, the song that I'm covering, I actually have to like the song because I'm gonna spend months working on arrangement, recordings, video. So I'm gonna be listening to that song a lot. So I have to like it. I have to have some relationship with the song to actually cover it.
Have you ever done one that you don't like? Have you ever done a song that you don't like?
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, it's just it's not possible for me because I can't manage like my focus into something that I don't like
Yeah.
for
Okay.
that long. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's literally months of work. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
well, I choose the song and then I usually figure out like what key I'm gonna be singing in it and what
Mm-hmm.
like what am I gonna give it like from the perspective of what genre maybe,
Okay.
if it's gonna be like the original genre but just in a cappella, or for example with Wellerman, a lot of people didn't like it because it isn't C-shanty anymore. I've made like a
Yes. Yes. Yes.
theatrical
Yes.
version of it,
Yes. Yes.
but that's just the
I
start.
understand. I can see. I can see. I can see. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just start arranging. I just plug in like 10 lines of for sheet music for like
Mm-hmm.
for 10 vocals, then some like metronome under music, and I'm just trying different chords. I have open piano like the application on my computer. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying different chords, and then just if something doesn't sound right, I just like move it up a little bit. And it's about the experience of listening to other artists from acapella world, Peter Holland's, Ben Rings. You have to listen to all the other stuff that's happening around you to get some inspiration
Yes.
for different arranging techniques. Like you really have to listen not just like to the words or to the low notes,
Mm-hmm.
but to like the formation of the harmonies that's
Mm-hmm.
actually happening,
Yeah.
and then uh, uh, try to do it in your own arrangement and combine it with some other stuff.
Pretty
And
cool, man.
experimentation, yeah. I'm working on one arrangement for a month right now, and I'm in the half of it because it's not like I can like you going to work and you just sit and do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I sit right now and open the arrangement, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do like
Yeah.
another chorus. I can do it. I have to be in the zone that I'm like, this would be pretty epic, you know, and they're just trying it out, and I
Yeah.
have to enjoy the process of it. So
Do you ever get do you ever get brain farts? Do you moments
Oh,
brain
yeah.
farts? Yeah, where your
Oh,
brain
yeah.
just goes. Do we sync? We do. we don't even sync, do we? Your brain just goes. Yeah.
Yeah. It happens a lot, especially with the arranging, because, for example, the last song that I'm still arranging right now, it was chosen by the patrons because I had a goal on my Patreon. Once we reach $250 on Patreon,
Mm-hmm.
they are gonna choose a song that I'm gonna cover,
All
and I'm
right.
gonna be streaming the whole process of making.
Oh.
So I have already like 2 streams. I had 3, but one of them was blocked because of copyright, which is a shame.
Oh.
So I'm arranging it live, and that's so much harder because it isn't a song that I chose. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
have that, the drive
So
towards it.
right.
That
So
helps.
is it one of those where you had to do a song or work on a song that you didn't really like?
I still really like it,
Right.
but it misses that little bit of juice,
Yeah.
that's better for it.
I see
can
what you
still
mean.
do it.
I see what you
have no
mean.
problem with doing it.
I see what you mean.
But when you record it and stream it, there's that pressure of that you have to comment on what you're doing, and that slow down the process. So I decided to like finish up the arrangement and leave like the very end for the next stream. And once I have the arrangement finished, I'm gonna be streaming it for my patrons. So check it out if you're interested in how the songs are made.
Yes, sir, man. That is pretty cool. So are you releasing a someone asked, are you releasing your music on streaming platforms? Or are you just
Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everywhere.
Nice. That is really cool. I mean, at the end of this, you're gonna have the opportunity to plug your stuff anyway. So that
Awesome.
so that's fine. Let's have a look. That that is pretty awesome with the arranging, because I used to do well, I don't do them anymore. So I guess I used to do multi-track singing where I would do different parts. I used GarageBand, GarageBand where a while ago GarageBand, and I would do some little skills, do some basic acapella stuff and just enjoy, and then leave it in draft just for the sake of doing it. But to see you guys actually put your head together, or put your mind to it, work on something that you wanted to work on, and actually put it out there. I'm always impressed by that, man. So yeah, man, shout out to you for that, bro. Shout out to you for that. Someone asked, yeah, what was that?
It takes time and will.
Yes, will, man. Yeah.
Actually finish it.
Man, do you ever okay, I guess you've answered that question anyway. I guess what I was asking is, do you ever start with a song that you thought that, oh, this would be a song for me to do, and then halfway through you're like, nah, I've actually lost interest in it now?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many songs I have in my computer that I started arranging and I've never actually finished.
Oh no.
There's a lot of them.
You're like, oh, this is great, and then you start, you're like, actually it's not as great
like
as
3 albums just out of those.
Yeah, we could do a Tomi P crappy album.
Most of them aren't recorded, so.
Oh man, that would be crazy. Just the behind the scenes albums. Anyway, yeah.
Somebody asked, how has vaping changed your voice at all?
Oh yeah, James Bond. Yeah, James Bond says, has vaping changed your voice?
I have no idea. I'm vaping for like 2 or 3 years probably right now. Maybe 3-4 years.
Okay.
So I don't know where my voice would be if I haven't been vaping for this time.
Okay.
Because, in alternative universe, maybe it got lower because of the vaping, maybe because of my training, maybe because I'm getting older. I have no idea.
Right. So, there could be many factors.
Yeah,
there could be many factors.
It isn't some like recipe for low voice.
Yeah. Start vaping and drink beer, and you're good for bass.
Yep.
You sound like Tim Faust.
Yep. Thank you.
I did it for you. There you go. The next one is the next one is from George Devis. Shout out to George Devis. Says, I'd like to know if Tomi would ever be interested in choral singing. I mean, you started off with choral, didn't you?
Yeah.
So says, I believe he has great projection and placement to try it out. Maybe an octavist role at some point.
Well, I was singing in a choir, and I had my moments when I was like the only one who was able to sing a certain low part. So the projections is probably there, but when I hear some like classically trained bass singers or even baritone singers, that the resonance to do it professionally, that like the resonance that you need to have is just out of this world. You don't want to be in the same room with the person who is classically trained and projecting on their like full strength. It will literally blow your ears up. It's so loud. Yeah.
Mad. That is crazy.
Yeah,
is that what you're called? Is that what you're called? Octavist? Is that the name?
Octavist, though, that's like the role of really, really low bass singers.
Yeah, the ones that don't need microphones. the one that don't need microphones. Those ones. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, mad. It's just they can project like A1s on insanely huge places.
Wow.
With really good strength. So yeah,
I wonder. I wonder what kind of training they did, or maybe genetics. Maybe it's just genetics. But anyway.
A lot of it is training. Yeah.
A lot of it is training, right? Yeah. Because I guess that projecting is actually not natural. I would say it's not really natural to project those low notes.
When I started with like trying some bass notes when I was like 15 or 16, I was doing, for example, I was like. It sounded like this, but then I started singing in the choir, and it had to be louder. So like worked to the point where it was like that projection.
Yeah,
it's still really quiet. Trust me.
As compared to them, as compared to them, that's mad. That is mad, man. F Saying says, what part? F Saying, shout out to F Saying, man. Says, what part of making a cover is your favorite? The arranging, the singing, the recording, the mixing, or the filming? That's such a good question. What part? So the arranging or the singing, the recording. I guess the recording and the singing is the same thing. And then the mixing or the filming.
It was usually always arranging, because it's just letting your creativity loose. You just figure out insane stuff. And but right now, when I started experimenting with my own home studio, I'm starting to really enjoy filming and video editing. I need to buy a new computer because my laptop is really slow for video editing.
Laptops can only go so far. Laptops can only go so far, right? You need a PC for that. You need a PC for that.
I'm gonna definitely be enjoying the filming that I have planned for Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm gonna be filming the project that's gonna hopefully come out in the end of the next week, and that's something new that I'm gonna try with green screen. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, man. Man, that's good. That's exciting. Shout out to you, man. So Lou F, shout out to Lou F, says if voice play, Humphrey Voctave, or someone like Peter Hollins asks you to do a collab. Okay, so all right. So would you do it? I mean, is a pretty
what kind of stupid question?
Yeah. I mean, of course. No offense, no offense to Lou F. Of course he would do it. Of course he would do it. Of course. Of course he would do it. Of course. It's like, would you like 50 million pounds or 20 million pounds? It's like, yes. Just there's no yes. Just give it to me. I don't care what it is.
Would you like all of your dreams to come true?
Hey, Lou F, you get a buzzer, bro. You get a buzzer. Get out of here. Get out of here, Lou. Would you like all your dreams and all your problems to be resolved in one day? It's like,
no offense. If you know somebody from those groups, just hook me up. Change some emails.
Of course. But I think I will ask it in a different way. Let's put them in order of excitement, right? Humphrey, you receive a letter, right, from Humphrey Voctave Voice Play, Peter Hollins. Who are you answering first? You receive a call, right? You receive a call from Humphrey, you receive a call from Voice Play, you receive a call from Peter Hollins and Voctave. Who are you picking the call first? Or who are you calling back first, basically?
Okay, so probably it's gonna be Voice Play.
Okay.
Because they are still like on the rise, and they do a lot of collaborations with smaller artists. So I would feel more comfortable that I'm not gonna embarrass myself with them, because they are on another level. For example, like Home Free, when they do a song, it just, I don't want to compare those like groups, because they do certain different genres in a different style. But I heard Home Free live twice, and what they can do is just insane, and I don't feel like I would be able to even try to imitate the same level that they do.
They're amazing,
Voctave,
man.
It's a different.
Voctave is a different animal, bro.
Yeah, it's a different type of music that I usually do.
Right. Okay.
I don't know how the collaboration would look like with them.
And
Peter Hollins, I'm not listening to him that much anymore, because I don't know, his stuff just got kind of. Oh, that's probably the debate for another time.
Okay, that's fine. That's pretty much that's what you that's what you think, innit? So it's fine. That's what you think. So
Voice Play for sure.
So Voice Play, guys. So I guess I was able to answer it in a different way. Ask it in a different way for you, Lou F. But the answer to your question is yes to all of those things. Yes, yes. Definitely. Oh, bro, that's bad. Anyway, man, where can these are your audience, right? The majority of these guys are your audience. So for me to ask you, okay, where can we find your stuff? They already know. These are the guys. These are the people that already know where your stuff is. Probably. So I think so Lou F said that's kind of what why I asked. Yeah. So I think I think that's what he wanted to know, really. But so
by the way, before we go into anything else, I just wanted to say that like the skill of your interviewing, it's pretty fucking cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you guys record it? He just said that. I'm going to cut this bit and put it everywhere as though this interview never happened. And only this bit is going to be everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's so funny. Just casual, like hard questions on Channel 5 News.
It's like, okay, let's talk about the decision you made in your past life that nobody knows about.
Yeah. The chill podcast that's the best.
Yeah, man. Okay, so now that we're landing the plane, how does relationships affect your performance? Okay, or has relationships ever affect your performance in terms of family drama, family support, friend support drama, personal relationships, romantic relationships? How does these things affect your performance in terms of, your creativity and everything, your creation?
Well, it's probably like with everything. So if you have stable relationships in your personal life, then you have more positive it has more positive effect and positive view on everything else. So of course when I have stable relationships with my friends, family, and partners or partner.
Oh, hey! Can we go back? Can we go back? He just said partner. Can we just cut this bit as well? Can we cut this bit and put it everywhere? Tomi is a playboy. Tomi is a playboy.
Yeah, so of course when everything is stable and it goes well, it affects my work positively, and I am more productive and better at it. Of course, when something goes wrong, then it affects everything else.
Yeah,
that's just probably with everything, with every type of work.
So I guess the reason I asked was to some people, and I have met people like this, and they find their creativity or their point of creativity as an escape from life.
Yeah.
So they are usually not emotionally attached. They usually don't emotionally attach things that's happening outside to their actual creativity. So their creativity is some sort of escape for them. So they're not really affected by. So you get what I mean. So even if something bad happens, World War 1000 happens, they still have the capacity to close everything away and be like, okay, let me do something I actually love to do now. So you get. So that's one of the reasons why I asked that question, because.
Yeah. Well, the creativity is. Look, I know that a lot of songwriters found the creativity for the songs in the sorrow in their life when somebody breaks with them, or somebody they know dies or something. They like transform the sadness and sorrow and depression into lyrics and beautiful music.
Okay.
Which is deep and resonating.
Yes.
But my experience, or I'm probably not like that, because when I have like a difficult time, I cannot really focus on anything. So I just have to find either distractions or just be alone and go through the phase.
Yes.
But if I'm happy, I'm using those like positive emotions like friendship or love or happiness, that like I transform those into the songs.
Okay.
But I have one original song that I written for our Acapella group. We haven't learned it yet. It's still on the table.
Is this for Short C, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And it's the depressing song. And I was actually quite happy when I wrote it, but I tried to like channel up my inner fears in my life and put them in the song. And when I played for somebody, like singing or with guitar or something, they're like, dude, I had no idea you were this depressing. Like that's serious. Go see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, after you listen to it, you have to lock yourself in a room for like 2 weeks and be like, rah. Some deep stuff. Okay. That is interesting.
I think I can channel those emotions when I need to, but when I really feel them, it just blocks
Mm,
my uh work
okay.
work ethic, you could say.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
just
get.
cannot do anything.
Yeah, man. I guess that's a lot of people, man. I always, I always find it
Everybody
interesting.
handle it in different way.
Exactly. I always find it fascinating when people are able to separate that thing from their work. I always find it fascinating. It's like how
Yeah,
how because you definitely be affected by stuff that's happening around you. But people,
it
yeah,
depends if you actually like the thing that you are depressed or sad about.
that's also true.
You have connected with the thing you're doing.
Yeah,
If like for me, it's music. If
yeah.
I have the sad thing in my life connected to my music, then I cannot do
Mm.
the music because it
Yes,
reminds me of the thing.
yes, yes,
But
yes.
if it's disconnected,
Mm-hmm.
then I totally can do it.
Very, very, very understandable, very clear, man. Anyway, man, this has been such a fun almost 2 hours now. Luckily, Zoom didn't kick us
Wow.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost 2 hours. Yeah, it went by like 5 minutes.
Dude, I have no idea where the time went. I still have to go out with my friends today, and it's 9:30 p.m. already. So
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's 8:30 p.m. now. I
yeah,
am I
this
am
was
so glad.
interesting.
I'm so glad today's Friday, man. I'm so glad.
Yes,
I've had quite the week myself. So crowning this
yeah,
weekend or crowning this week with you having coming on and gracing us with your presence and everything. Top notch. Best for me. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my live streams. My usual live stream, which is about 7 hours.
wow.
It's about 7. We're not gonna have a 7 hour live stream. Um, we're not gonna have a 7 hour live stream tomorrow, guys, because I actually have to go. Someone wants to celebrate me, my birthday. Throw a dinner for me, and we eat. So tomorrow's live stream is going to be earlier and shorter. So guys, come to the live stream and bring my birthday gift. Bring my birthday gifts. Early. I'm talking to my subscribers now. Anyway, but yeah,
Before we end something, I just wanted to sing something for you because it was your birthday yesterday. So
yes,
we have to use
yes,
this opportunity. So
yes.
classic happy birthday for what is Goofy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear Koofy. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir. Hit me with that bass. Hit me with that.
Happy birthday, man.
Oh, bro, that was so lovely, man. I got my bass. For a birthday, bro. Man, I'm having the best birthday in the world right now. It's like,
Oh, that's nice. Well, enjoy it. Every birthday
no,
should be
man.
like that.
Man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for blessing me with that. I'm chilling. I'm so
Yeah,
excited about this.
yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been good.
This
It's been
interview
good.
was amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This, yeah. I'm really glad that you really enjoyed it, bro. And I'm sure we were able to get into everything that I wanted to know about you, because I was very intrigued. I was very intrigued when I first saw you. Very intrigued. So yeah, I'm really happy that we finally were able to have a conversation, Tomi. Anyway, to some
Nice.
people, to someone that maybe just came into this live stream and doesn't know myself or doesn't know you, where will that person find you? Because they just heard you plug your bass right there. It's like, oh, he's a bass singer. Where can I find him?
You can find me on YouTube. Just by Tomi P, TOMI/P or space P. You can find me on Instagram, which is Tomi Pizur. I can send it
Mm-hmm.
in
Yep.
here.
Type all of that in there.
This without the space that the YouTube automatically did. And,
YouTube be hating.
yeah, you can find me on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Apple Music, like all these platforms under Tomi P, and also on Facebook on Tomi P. I don't use
Nice.
Twitter. Sorry, guys, it's not really prominent in Czech Republic, and I just don't like it. So,
Ah,
but
okay.
everywhere else, you just go ahead.
Okay.
I'll be happy to see you on my channel.
Yeah. Shout out to Tomi. Let me change the thumbnail now because we took the picture earlier. So let me change the thumbnail to a proper human one rather than the robot one that I put there. The robot pictures that we put there. Oh, he looks amazing. He looks amazing too. Wow.
Oh, it's still me, but it was
Yeah, exactly. It's like model pictures. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, this was great. It was an honor to have you on here, and I'm really glad that the BSN, shout out to F Saying, shout out to Yuga Marcelo Bass, shout out to all the creators in the Basing Nation that are here as well. Shout out to you guys, shout out to you guys from the Basing Nation, the fans of the Basing Nation. Shout out to the Kofi gang as well. Shout out to my family, the best family in the world. Shout out to you. I'm really proud of the Kofi gang, man, and I will boast about them any day. Anyway, man, stay on. We're gonna have a chat, a quick chat before we end. So you stay on Zoom, and then we can chat. But we're gonna go off, guys. We will see you later. Much love to you.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, guys. It was amazing.
Adios. See ya.
Bye.